Working from home is a huge blessing with numerous major benefits and just a handful of tiny drawbacks. Not having to commute or wake up 2 hours earlier, not having to eat expensive city center lunches or spending money on new clothes you used to buy to parade the open office grand catwalk, all of it sounds like a dream, right? Yet, this silver lining is not without its cloud. There are two main concerns about working from home. How to plan your day so that you squeeze the most out of it, even though you don't have a supervisor over your shoulder. And how to ensure you don't miss out on socialization and everything it brings. Networking, the pleasures of small chat, emotional charge, new knowledge, and even endorphins at the end of the day. While these issues are minor, there are a few tricks that may help you plan your day better, so you can cram it with the right tasks, complete them with flying colors, and still have the energy for socialization in the evening. My name is Andrew. I am from Wisey. Let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about the morning routine. Building a solid morning routine is critical to an efficient day of work at home. As there are things you love doing and things you have to do in the morning, you need to mix and match them carefully so that it's a pleasurable experience. There is this chain habit technique that may come in handy. You can link up a few steps in the morning routine where things you tolerate doing are combined with things you love doing. This way, the choices get the positive emotional coloring from the pleasant actions. Another trick to setting a positive scene to your working day is to evaluate the boring, dull, or mundane experiences to a new, more pleasurable level. For example, you can start doing yoga with your best hip-hop playlist, not the classical tranquil playlist, or by combining it with watching your favorite show or news on YouTube. So, let's dive into simple steps that will help create a positive framework for your day's mood and a foundation for your day's productivity. Number 1. Drink water to awaken your systems. Wake up your digestive system and sprinkle the overnight systems with some freshness. Lemon or some honey won't hurt. Number 2. Brush your teeth. Good oral hygiene prevents many inflammatory processes in the mouth as well as the digestive system. Then, mint is so invigorating and helps the senses wake up. Number 3. Make your bed. This is a part of separation process of the night from the day, even though it may seem optional. Making your bed actually sets your mind into a working model. Number 4. Do exercise with pleasure. If you hate exercising, start loving it for its shortness. 5 minutes workout will get your hump pumping out of your chest, adrenaline rushing through your veins. Just the mood you need to get down to work and get a big chunk of work ticked off. And number 5, don't forget about coffee, smoothie, or breakfast time. By the way, tell us in the comments about your morning routine that helps you to work with higher productivity. Now, we will go through some tips on how to plan your day. Have you ever heard about Agile methodology? This methodology is used by millions of people working in the IT sector, whereby tasks are split into small chunks and get moving from one stage to the other till complete. You can start with making a simple list and then experiment with other day planning techniques. So, you can make a simple list using a productivity application, a notepad, a blackboard, or some sticky notes to plan your day. Or you can use the time boxing method that splits a day into chunks between breakfast, lunch, dinner, and coffee breaks. It helps to estimate your time better and gauge it against the productivity levels throughout the day too. And of course, the Kanban method that can be practiced for work as well as private life. You can use a fridge or a board in the kitchen to draw just 3 columns: to do, in process, done. As a task gets from the planning stage into action, you restick your sticky notes into the second column and so on. Many productivity applications use this Kanban workflow management system and have free subscriptions. Next, you've got to prioritize to ensure big missions get done. Are you a bit of an owl and your peak productivity time kicks in only after lunch? Then do all the small things first thing in the morning. If you are the sharpest in the morning, then don't even fall into the rabbit hole of an email, but set the main mission of the day, your most important thing to be done. If you have a few unanswered, non-urgent emails by the end of the day unanswered, it's okay. But if you haven't moved your most vital piece for today, you will feel like it's a day wasted, even if you answered a gazillion emails. So you need to plan ahead. If you can do your next day planning at the end of the working day, this is the best way for these reasons. You have fresh memories of what needs doing from the day of work, and you don't waste the most productive time of the beginning of the day trying to get your schedule together. And don't forget about restricting your working time. Yep, there are 24 hours in a day, but only try working 8 to 9 hours. If your day keeps dragging forever, you are reducing your productivity and killing your free time. Discipline is critical to stick to your daily working from home plan. Here are a few try tricks that can help you keep your productivity high. Let's look at the first point. Have a work-only laptop. If you happen to have a corporate laptop, it's a great disciplining factor. You don't have your social media accounts logged in there, as you don't want to leave them on a corporate PC. If you are freelancing, get yourself a work-only laptop if you have a chance. Similarly to having physical corner for work separate from the bedroom, it also helps to delineate between work and play. Next, limit distractions. Out of sight, out of mind works not only for love matters, but for smartphones too. Getting them out of your reach is even better than getting them out of your sight, as the effort to stand up to get a phone is much more than to reach out for it, even if you hid it under a few books. Next, take breaks. There are different productivity techniques like a Pomodoro technique, where you have a half hour of deep work and then break it with 5 minutes of play. You will find out your working rhythm sooner rather than later, but ensure you do take a 5 to 10 minutes break every hour or so. Take a walk in the park, have a 5-minute hit, a cold shower, or even check on your social media. One more, reward yourself for harder days. Do you need to do lots of critical work? Are you under a tight deadline? Do you have extra pressure for your contest project? This is the time to connect with your inner child. Your systems are strained as they are. Go and reward yourself with something you love but only do occasionally as a treat. Spoil yourself with favorite food delivery for lunch or order a massage during a break. And finally, mix with people. Do you remember how one of the most difficult things about having to work from home is a lack of communication? Keep your networking and social life as alive as possible. Now that lockdown is a thing of the past for most states, people get vaccinated, even live meetings are a possibility. Otherwise, get on FaceTime and give yourself a gift of human communication every day. This will give you the emotional saturation and sentimental background that you need to get yourself working the next day. Planning your day of work from home. Mission possible. Humanity is lucky to have a chance to work from home, so why not embrace all of its pleasures? On the other hand, it takes a bit of discipline, planning, some exercising, yums, and psychological tricks to get your productivity at home sky high. As long as you keep that social component in focus, you end up saving so many resources by doing your job from home. If you have any questions and thoughts, please feel free to leave a comment below. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.